And Ronaldo will be looking to add another chapter to an already remarkable resume at this World Cup. He is Portugal's all-time leader in both appearances and goals, with 229 caps for his country. This tournament also marks his 6th World Cup appearance, a record only achieved by himself and Messi. But there is one statistic hanging over him. Ronaldo has failed to score in each of his last 10 matches at major international tournaments. So despite playing the full 90 minutes in Portugal's 1-1 draw with DR Congo, he was unable to find the back of the net. Perhaps even more concerning, though, he failed to create a single chance during the match, raising questions about his role and influence within this Portuguese side. But ahead of today's game, head coach Roberto Martinez was quick to stress the importance of his captain. Take a listen.
É um exemplo, é um capitão. Eu acho que posso dizer isso, que reage como um capitão, com muita experiência que podemos utilizar todos. O 6º Mundial e toda a sua carreira, estamos a falar de alguém que está a defender e a representar a seleção por 21 épocas, então ele tem uma fome incrível de continuar a melhorar e ajudar ao grupo, e é um exemplo no balneário.
So we are now joined by former Portuguese midfielder Luis Boa Morte. Luis, thank you so much for joining us today. Lovely to see you. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me in the program. So, yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
Good. Enjoying the World Cup matches. Big one today for Portugal. We've got to ask you about Cristiano Ronaldo, because he's such a big figure in the Portuguese national team all over the world, and he is someone you shared the pitch with in a World Cup. You played with him, you've played against him. I have to ask you the question, do you think all the criticism he's receiving is fair?
No, it's not fair. I don't think it's fair, because as long as the player feels fit, and for sure, he had the chat with the manager, so them to get to a conclusion. So at the end of the day, we just need to get on with it, because if he feels that it feels good to play, then the manager decide that he's going to start, and then that's it. Let's get on with it, because a lot's been talking about what's been said, but at the end of the day, we need to get on with it. That is the most important. Then Portugal to look for the 3 points.
Hannah Cash was sitting with a Premier League winning medal. Yeah, this is someone who has won a Premier League. He knows what it takes in terms of he's been a part of coaching staffs. And I want to say, obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I remember Luis Boa Morte, the physical winger that was going to beat everybody one-on-one. But I also remember the Luis Boa Morte that was the creative midfielder that changed his game at the second part of his career. So I want to know, Luis, what advice would you give, if you do give any, to Cristiano about the changes now you get older and you still have to prepare at the top level?
I don't think it would be me to give him advice, But at the end of the day, of course that the game's changed, but it's something normal, natural, that you can see all the players over 35, 36, 37 years old, even so, like over 33, 34, you change your way to play. You probably won't be running that much. You probably been like using more your brain when you're playing. So all that stuff is part of your game. It's part of the adapting to your physical condition, because you can see Modric, we can see the Cape Verde goalkeeper, and this is an exception because he jumps, he flies for every single ball. So, but you see Zeko, so all these players that are over 36, 37 years old, they all change their way to play. And of course, we're not going to expect Ronaldo to score the way he used to score when he was 26, 27, 28. So we need to be patient, because he's the captain, he's doing the job for Portugal, he's very, very pleased to play for Portugal, representing Portugal. So him and his colleagues, they all like on the same page, So too much distraction probably at this stage.
Luis, can I ask from a coaching perspective? What would you do to put Ronaldo in better positions to be successful? Especially when you talk about the way that his body has changed now. I mean, he still looks 27, right? But in terms of what would you do to put players around him so that he is in a better position, so that you can utilize his strengths today?
Now, this is always depends the tactics you play, the way you play, and the opposition you face. because I cannot just worry about my team. Okay, of course, that most of it is going to be what I'm capable to do as a coach, what my team is going to be able to do and capable to do, or where we're going to find the weaknesses of the opposition. Then we create the team, like the starting 11, and the way we want to hurt the opposition depends on the way they play as well. So it's not just how Ronaldo is we're going to be positioned Ronaldo and this and all that, because we know that he's a striker. So depends how we want to defend. If we want to defend high pressing, if we want to medium low pressing, you know. So all these things depends on how we're going to approach the game.
Luis, do you think all this noise around Ronaldo is becoming a distraction to the team? They did come into this World Cup saying they are prepared to be asked a lot of questions about Cristiano. But ultimately, do you think as the tournament progresses, it could become a distraction?
Of course it is a distraction, because so far, what I've seen 2 days ago or 3 days ago, the way they tried to get João Neves on the curb, you know, like this is not fair. The way they put the questions, and after they come from him saying that he say this or he say that, is not fair. Because I think when a player goes there to a press conference, I think the journalists should be focused on asking about the team or about the player that is having the press conference, you know, because to be honest, more or less the press conference of the Portugal national team has been all about Ronaldo, and it's not fair for the players, it's not fair for Ronaldo, it's not fair for the team.
Luis, I want to ask you about where you see this Portugal team right now. Obviously, the quarters into 2022, we saw what they did in Qatar. Won the Nations League, which was important in 25. What do you want in terms of what you want to see from this team going forward, especially now that we're getting to the important stages of the competition?
I think at this stage, Portugal needs, or he must get the 3 points today against Uzbekistan, then put them through to the next stage. Then is a matter to finish second or first in the group. But the most important game is the next one. So the next one is tonight or this afternoon against Uzbekistan. So it's important that Portugal get the 3 points. Then after, we'll think about Colombia. Because at this moment, during the game against Congo, is always the first one. You want to start the tournament winning, but when you can't win, don't get beat. Okay, Portugal didn't get beat. Probably everyone, Congo was the underdogs. They did ever so well because they have a really tough team, physical team. Good players played in Europe, play in England, you know. So now the players, they get coached differently, have very good knowledge about the game. They interpret the game really well. So Portugal didn't play the way we were expecting. And I think that the crowd, the supporters, they demand more from Portugal because they know the quality of our players and they've seen them week in, week out when we're watching the games, when they're in their own teams. So they didn't play what we were expecting, but we're expecting Portugal to go through, and we're expecting Portugal to get 3 points today.
Luis, I want to know about where you see yourself now. I mean, I already spoke about you being a decorated Premier League winner. I mean, I already know that in terms of the coaching badges, you're taking this really serious, head coaching positions for yourself. What's your ambitions? What do you want to achieve, especially someone who achieved so much on the pitch and now giving back to it off of it as well?
I
want to make sure you heard me. Did you hear me, Luis?
Can you hear us? Luis, can you hear us okay?
Of course, that's at the end of the day, I want to be a head coach.
Okay, I think his
This is 2 days in a row, by the way.
I know.
I've had.
Oh, no.
You know what? That was the best part of the question.
know.
Live TV right here.
Do you know what?
It works.
But we had one guest. We're going to bring another guest
I
in.
know you're not substituting Luis Boa Morte for John
I didn't want to say a better guest or nothing. We're bringing in Buckets. Hopefully his Wi-Fi's a bit better now. Buckets, you got to follow up with that.
Buckets. I mean, no disrespect, but obviously Luis Boa Morte is a Premier League winner, coaching staff. What are you bringing to the table?
He's bringing us our bets for today.
And he's also bringing me Billy Kidman, which I'm always going to make sure I shout out each and every time over the right shoulder.
Do you know what Buckets is bringing everyone that everyone loves? Money.
Oh, that's
There
a
you
good
go.
point, Hannah Cash. Cash money.
Buckets, what you got for us? Nice to see you.
Good to see. I'm just
No,
kidding. No, I'm still here. Don't worry about it. We're all good. We're all good, everyone.
I thought
no
your
stress.
Wi-Fi went.
Just had to mess with you. But JD's going to talk bad about me. I know that was hard to come in after him, but I'm going to do my best here. Just had to poke a little fun. I got 2 bets for everyone on Portugal versus Uzbekistan. Hannah, when it was just me and you the other day, we hit pretty much everything. We cashed all but one of our bets. It felt fantastic. So we can get JD to scoot over while I give out these 2 bets.
Bye, guys.
Number 1. There we go.
See you, brother. No, this first bet, it's a chalky one. It's, to me, the obvious one, so it's a little bit of juice here. I'm expecting a big bounce back from Portugal. We get betting paralysis in this space when a team has a bad performance. We saw everyone when Spain drew against Cape Verde. They didn't want to bet on Spain anymore. They said maybe they're just not it, only to watch them score 4 goals against Saudi Arabia in the first 50 minutes. I think we see something very similar out of Portugal, that immediate bounce back so they don't have to hear all the pundits, all the betting people like Bucket saying they're terrible. They want to shut us all up. So why would you not go score 3 or more goals? Portugal to score 3 or more in this game is bet number 1 at -125. And then where are those goals going to come from? Not going to say anything about Ronaldo. Nothing good, nothing bad. I am staying away from that one. I see how people react online, but I'm always going to bet Bruno Fernandes to get an assist. We're getting that at almost 2-1. It's plus 190 for him to have an assist. The guy that broke the Premier League record this season, the guy that is loaded with talent around him, he might score himself, but I do believe he gets an assist. And in a matchup where I have Portugal scoring a minimum of 3 goals here, you got to believe he's going to make something happen to help push this team forward in a must-win matchup here, guys.